You don't need silence to be free from tinnitus. You might be thinking, what? I don't need silence? That's right. You don't need silence to be free from tinnitus. You can find your life again with the ringing still there. And I'm going to tell you exactly how to do it. And by the end of this video, you're going to know how people with an extremely loud ringing go on to living incredible lives, regain their peace, their happiness, and eventually, yes, even their silence. Okay? Here is how it's done. You have to understand how a thought works. And I'm going to explain to you what a thought is, how a thought works, and how your thoughts have been driving your suffering. What is a thought? A thought is a ripple in consciousness. That is what a thought is. How do your thoughts have the power to either make your life hell or heaven? It is because a thought has the power to transport you into a realm where you are unable to see past it. That is why when people are, if you've ever dealt with depression, when you're in it, you're convinced it's never going to end. It's like the depression itself takes you the ability for you to see past it. That's why they always try and keep people from self-harm when they're in a depressed state, because they're not in their right mind. They're not thinking clearly. They're in a place where they can't see beyond their current experience. That's the power of a thought. That is a lot of times when people are suffering from bothersome tinnitus, they find themselves in a very similar state where they're unable to see beyond their immediate experience. However, there is something beyond it. It's called hope. It's called life. It's called, all the good things that you're trying to get to. But when you're in that state, the thought itself has put you in a place where you're unable to see beyond it. That is why the Bible is so adamant on saying, take every thought captive. Because your thoughts, whether you choose to accept this truth or not, they drive your entire life. They drive your actions. They drive your emotions. They drive your decisions. They make up what your life is, whether you like that or not. Your thoughts have brought you to the place where you're bothered by tinnitus. And if they can drive you to a place where you're bothered by your tinnitus, they can drive you to a place where you're not bothered by your tinnitus. And it depends on how we choose to respond to our thoughts. So it's like this. I'll explain it to you like this. When you have a thought that says tinnitus is horrifying, I'm stuck like this, I can't control it, oh my God, it's never going to go away, all that stuff. What ends up happening is that thought will then induce panic in your body. It puts your nervous system in fight or flight, cortisol starts pumping, and you're, oh my gosh, this must be real. It's like a self-fulfilling prophecy. My heart's beating, I'm feeling nervous, this has to be real, this is a real threat, oh my gosh, blah, blah. And then your thoughts spiral even more. And then that spiraling causes more physical sensations. The more you hear the sound, oh my gosh, this is never going away. This is so horrible. I can't live like this. Oh my God, what's happening to me? No. Then round and round and round, you spiral, and deeper and deeper and deeper into the abyss you go, and it feels real, and it doesn't, you can't see an end in sight. Because you believe the illusion that everyone else believes, that you are your thoughts, right? So you're stuck inside of this movie, and you cannot see that what you're experiencing is a movie. That's right. All of your thoughts is just a movie. You, who you think you are, is just mental loops. Try to find the originator of your thoughts. You believe, I am this name, I have this job, I like these preferences, I'm this political affiliation, I am this religion, I am that, I like this, I don't like that, I like this, that. That's called ego, the ego construct. And it believes that it's you. That's not really you. That is a bunch of loop thoughts, like a movie, a mental movie that you watch. It narrates your entire life. You walk around. Tinnitus sucks. I'm doomed. My life sucks. I blah, blah, blah. Now, if you go around believing that, and you believe that that's the truth, then that has the power to turn your life into a living hell. And these thoughts are, it's like a VR headset that everyone has wearing. And it's like most people are convinced that the VR headset is reality. When you take the VR headset off, you're like, whoa, I wasn't those thoughts. And you can stand outside of your thoughts and you can see them for what they are. You can be like, oh, there's the tinnitus loop again, coming back in, trying to make me feel doom again. Well, guess what? You know how I do this? I just sit here and I observe it, and I don't allow myself to get caught up in it, you know? And that's the beginning of the real healing, is when you can see the bothersomeness of the tinnitus and the thought loops for what they are, just thoughts, right? That's all they are. So many religions talk about this. Jesus talked about this, take every thought captive. So Sufis talk about this, mystics, the Buddha talked about this. I mean, there's just the literature on this stuff is just mountains of it. You're not your thoughts, you're not your suffering, you're not the tinnitus, you're the observer of what's happening, and you have the ability to sit and watch your thoughts and not get caught up in them. And that is why you don't need silence to be free from suffering, because you can sit there and observe the ringing. Sit there and listen to it. Now, sit there, when you're listening to the ringing, sit there and notice what your thoughts are doing. Just notice them. Oh, it's so loud. Oh, I can't live like this. Oh, it's blah, blah, this and it's that. Just notice them. Breathe in, feel the sensations. Maybe you have a panic in your chest. Maybe you're, oh my gosh, I need to distract myself. Okay, get a little distraction, get a little sound masking. Just a little, take the edge off, not a big deal. And then let's continue to get back to the practice of observing and not reacting. Observing and not reacting. Because when you can observe and not react, you're retraining your nervous system. You can experience this. You can live and survive this. Your brain is freaking out. It's just feeding you a thought loop. It's okay. Let's observe that thought loop and see it as a movie and realize that we're not stuck in it. We're witnessing it. And soon it will pass and we will return to peace. And if you do this enough times, you practice this, you get really good at this, you realize that nothing can shake you. Nothing can shake you. Nothing, not a ringing, not a jackhammer, not a pulsing, not a nothing. Because it is just an experience that is a momentary experience. It's not going to stay. Ringing is not going to stay. It's here for a little bit, temporarily. It'll pass. We will be back to living life, happy, worried about other things. So anyway, if you are intrigued by this practice and you want to work with me, I would love to work with you. Hit the link below, grab a 60-minute session, and I will see you in there. Make sure to share this video with someone that you believe needs help with tinnitus. It does help the algorithm. Make sure to like it.